Hello, and welcome to Broadcast News. I'm Mark Rossman. On this week's edition, you will hear about a home being built by Habitat for Humanity, concerns about emergency medical services in Spotswood, and a threat at a Howell school. Improvements are being planned along a Monmouth County road that has been the scene of numerous accidents. Details of a project scheduled for a stretch of Route 524 in Millstone Township and Upper Freehold Township were presented to Millstone officials during a recent meeting of the Township Committee. Route 524 is also known as Stagecoach Road. Kevin Nugent, a principal engineer with Monmouth County and the project manager, said that from 2003 to 2013, there were 21 reported accidents which caused 10 injuries and 1 fatality. The improvements will be made to a half-mile stretch of Stagecoach Road from Cherry Lane in Millstone to its intersection with Chambers Road and Roosevelt Road in Upper Freehold. The work is expected to cost $375,000 and will be funded by the North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority. Work will consist of the application of a high-friction surface treatment, safety edging, and signs to warn motorists of curves along Stagecoach Road. Construction could begin in the spring of 2017. With more news, here is Jennifer Ortiz.
Howell police said that on Tuesday morning, January 26, 2 students from Howell Middle School North were taken into custody. Earlier this morning, school administrators received information concerning threatening comments made via text message regarding an alleged shooting that may take place at the middle school. Police determined that several students were involved in a group chat and that 2 members of the group engaged in threats of violence at Middle School North. Police secured the school and staff members searched the lockers and bags of the involved students. No weapons were found. The matter is being investigated by Howell detectives with assistance from the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office and school officials. Police said that at this time, there is no indication that students or staff were in danger and at any time, and that threats made are not believed to be credible.
Habitat for Humanity in Monmouth County is accepting applications for a 3-bedroom home that will be built in Freehold Borough. Several years ago, Habitat for Humanity acquired property on Center Street and subdivided the parcel into building lots for 3 homes. 1 home has been completed and is occupied. The 2nd home is under construction, and the 3rd home is in the planning stages. In order to qualify, individuals must live in Northeast or Western Monmouth County. The combined annual gross income for all family members must be between $30,000 and $60,000. Individuals must currently be living in substandard housing, and families that are selected to purchase a Habitat home are required to help construct their future residence. To request an application from Habitat for Humanity, call 732-728-0441, extension 311. The Spotswood Borough Council has tabled a vote on a plan to disband the township's emergency medical services operation and outsource that responsibility to another entity. Residents packed a January 20th council meeting and voiced their opposition to the plan to disband the EMS service. No residents who spoke supported the council's plan to allow a different organization to handle that responsibility in Spotswood. Council members ultimately voted to table a vote to outsource the Spotswood EMS to February 17th because of the possibility of entering into a shared service agreement with another town. Officials did not say what towns Spotswood might be able to partner with for EMS responses. Spotswood's chief financial officer said the move to privatize the EMS is necessary because of the Affordable Care Act, which will increase benefits for full-time personnel. Those benefits, if paid to EMS employees, will increase the property taxes Spotswood residents pay, according to the CFO. And now, here is Tim Morris with sports.
As the calendar turns to February, high school basketball teams with postseason aspirations want to be playing their best ball of the year, building momentum for what they hope is an extended season. One of those teams that is peaking is Marlboro's girls basketball team, last year's Central Jersey Group 4 champions. The Mustangs are finding their stride at the right time, reeling off 6 consecutive victories. Marlboro has been using an inside-outside game, running their offense through the pivot in number 33, Tatum Evans. As she gets the ball and is doubled and triple teamed, she passes out to the open shooter, leading to 3 points here. The Stangs have been very effective using this, making teams pay for the double and triple teams with their effective outside shooting. Of course, for the inside-outside game to be effective, the pivot player has to be able to finish, as Evans does here, keeping teams honest. In this A-North game against Howell, the Rebels' Rachel Gazzola hit some three-pointers that kept her team close. But Marlboro's Molly Weiss, number 3, had the answer as the Mustangs continued on their hot streak, which has reached 6 wins in a row. This is Tim Morris for Greater Media Newspapers.
In sports, every battle comes with a start time. But our battles don't begin with a coin flip, and they don't end when the whistle blows. Our opponents, wind, rain, time, and chance, are always present. We wage a battle against darkness, against powerlessness. We're fighting right now, a team of more than 9,000. And if you don't notice us, that means we're winning.
Here is Christine Barsha.
David Fisher, the 8th-generation grandson of Freehold Borough native and American Revolutionary War hero Nathaniel Scudder, recently visited Borough Hall. During his stop in Freehold Borough, Fisher, who lives in Germany, saw firsthand how borough officials have honored his ancestor, Nathaniel Scudder. The honors include naming the borough meeting room Scudder Hall. Mayor Nolan Higgins and other local officials welcomed Fisher. Fisher promised future visits to his ancestors' former hometown and is sharing information about Nathaniel Scudder for the borough's archives. Nathaniel Scudder died in battle near Shrewsbury in 1781. He was killed 4 days before the end of the American Revolutionary War. Scudder was the only member of the Continental Congress who died during the war. He is buried at the Old Tennant Church Cemetery in Manalapan.
Thank you for joining us. Please visit gmnews.com next week for a new edition of Broadcast News.